Hey, what's up, everyone? Kino here, back with another House of the Dragon reaction. So, I just watched the fifth episode of season two, Regent, and this is very much one of those setup episodes. They're setting up a lot. I mean, well, obviously, we're dealing with the fallout from the last episode, but honestly, it's not that much of a fallout. Like, yeah, Corliss is kind of sad that Rhaenys is gone, but uh, really, it's more so just about like setting up alliances, setting up stuff that's hopefully going to pay off in a big way. Come the end of the season, we've had a taste of a big payoff with the last episode, but still didn't really feel like it was like that moment. But I do see the pieces that they're setting up here, and I think where I think it's going to end. Which I always struggle with whether I should say what happens from the books, because it's not technically spoilers, because I don't know whether they're gonna do the stuff that's in the book or not. Like, they change stuff in this series, but where I think it's gonna end this season will be an interesting point, and I'm really looking forward to that. But in terms of this episode, we get a lot of stuff with Damon in Harrenhal. He has more of his vision dream stuff that's happening. Again, it's Harrenhal is this haunted, mystical place. There's this whole thing with Alice Rivers, who's got kind of old god type magic with her. He has a sex scene with his mother, who he never knew his mother either. Like, his mother died, I think, when he was very young, or died giving birth to him. So, or maybe she didn't. But I think she died pretty when he was pretty young, I think. So this, in his dream sequence, I don't know if he knew he was having sex with his mother or not, but um, I don't know. It's just like, I get what they're doing with the whole dream sequences. Like, it does make sense for Harrenhal, but I'm kind of over it. I'm just like, yeah, dude, you're seeing weird stuff, and he's like daydreaming and stuff. It's like, we get it. Like, we saw a lot of it last episode. Um, I I don't I don't quite know where it's paying off from. Like, Damon's going down this route of wanting to be king in his own right. He's not really wanting to bend the knee to Rhaenyra. Um, and it's an interesting plot line, to have more of a rift between Rhaenyra and Damon, but I just, knowing how his storyline ends, it's like we're headed in the wrong direction, so to speak. Like, where in terms of where his character should be going, it kind of should be going the opposite direction here. Um, but we have three other episodes to go, so there could be a big moment here where he realizes what he's been doing is wrong, or not. Maybe they won't do that, but um, yeah, I don't know. Damon's storyline is just kind of like we're 5 episodes in and it feels like he's accomplished nothing. Like, yes, he sent the Blackwoods to butcher the Brackens, which I said a few episodes back that, like, the series always has portrayed the Blackwoods as the good ones. It's interesting though that they're being portrayed as like the butchers in this one. So that is a cool little twist there, but yeah, I mean, it's mostly just alliances stuff. We got to see Lady Jane Eyre, which is kind of cool. Although it doesn't amount to anything, it's just a scene. We got to see Jace at the Twins with the Freys. It was interesting to see Freys that aren't assholes, because we're so used to them being portrayed as assholes in most of the incarnations, including Dunk and Egg, who we'll get to Dunk and Egg next year when the Dunk and Egg show comes out. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly just setup stuff. It doesn't really pay off. The only plot stuff that really moves forward is at the end. Jace tells Rhaenyra that they have a bunch of dragons that don't have riders, and so they're gonna look for people with Targaryen blood in the other houses to ride the dragons, and so they can use them, basically. So uh, that's going to be interesting to finally introduce the dragon seeds. That's a big concept from the Dance of the Dragon, so I'm excited to see. We've been seeing one of them for a while, Hugh Hammer. I think we saw another one, Ulf the White, uh, from another episode. But yeah, we see Targaryen. We see the where they're gonna go with some of these characters that they're setting up pretty early here. So I do like that. I like that they're not just introducing the dragon seeds out of nowhere, just being like, oh, when Rhaenyra calls for them, they all show up. We see where they've been living, and I mean, it's not the greatest storyline ever, but at least we're getting hints as to like the lives that they lived before they kind of entered the bigger plot. Um, but overall, I mean, this season has been a little underwhelming. I gotta admit, like I felt like last season we were in a lot stronger position by this point in the story. Like a lot of stuff had happened. There'd been a lot of conflict, a lot of character development and growth. This one's felt very flat and very much like, again, 5 out of 8 episodes pretty much of setup, with only the slight little payoff of the Battle of Rook's Rest, which is not that great overall. I mean, it's a powerful moment, but I don't know. I feel like we could have moved the story forward faster than we have this season. But again, if they're setting up, 4 seasons in total, this makes sense for a decent spot for it to be in at this point, especially if it ends where I think it will end at the end of the season. So, again, don't have a lot of strong thoughts about this season. It's been okay, just not really like woo, like I'm so fucking impressed. It's not been bad. It's just been like, okay, can we pick it up a little bit here? Like there's room for some more crazy shit to happen. Let's get to that. So hopefully this next three episodes though we'll kind of pick up the pace a little bit. But either way, thank you guys for listening to this, and stay tuned for the next House of Dragon reaction coming next week. Talk to you then.